Hey, get inspired, everybody. Thank you so much for watching another episode of Life Inspired. We're so grateful that you would tune in to watch this every Monday night at 7:30. You can watch on YouTube, and please subscribe to our channel. You can watch on Facebook, and we would ask that you'd like our Facebook page and share it. You can even share it live now while you're watching it. And we would ask if you want to watch it, you can go to inspiredhomes.com and watch it from there. So these are always stories about someone's turning point. So life was just kind of going along, and then there was some kind of a ... and then God stepped in and did something moment. And at that point, now they're walking an inspired life and kind of following whatever God's got them doing now. So our guest today is Trisha Greenlee from Hello Gorgeous.
Yes, Hello Gorgeous.
So
fun
glad
to
you
say.
could come. I know it is. Like every time your sister calls me or texts me, I'm like, "Hello Gorgeous."
Yeah, that's so fun.
Yep. And I know I love the story that your brother-in-law wanted her to name her first salon Hello Gorgeous, or I think that was the whole thing. He wanted, and she's like,
Correct.
"Yeah, no, we're not doing that." And
Yeah.
it's because God wanted the ministry to be called Hello Gorgeous.
That is
instead.
correct.
So cool.
That is correct.
So tell us about your story. What is your backstory? Life was going along, kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I worked in retail. My husband and I both did, and we lived in the Fort Wayne area. When we moved back home, and was when we got married, and still worked in retail then, and just wasn't driving anymore. And so I figured, okay, I need to do something. And it's either going to be, I'm finally going to go and get my hairdressing license, my cosmetology license, or just find another retail job and stay there. And so it ended up that I did. I went and I got my cosmetology license. I went to school full-time for 9 months here in the South Bend area,
Right.
and then worked part-time as well. And then I was able to, my goal was I applied at Kim and Mike's salon, and the goal is to become an apprentice and then to be able to have a really high-end career. So did that. I think I was working for it as an apprentice maybe 4 weeks when she came to Dan and I and said, well, they both did, and they said that this calling was placed on their heart and that she wasn't going to be in the salon long. And so I was like, okay, well, let's just see where this rolls. Well, as God is amazing, with Michael being sick, she wasn't know how she'd be able to run a nonprofit and help, care for Michael. And they have Seth and have this business.
Right.
And so she's like, I need to sell the salon. So it ended up that my best friend, Mark, I was on the phone with him and I said, Kim really wants to sell the salon and she doesn't know what to do. And he's like, I'll buy it.
You're just talking to him.
Yes. And I said, what? And he's like, girl, I've always wanted to own a salon. I'll totally buy it. And so they worked it out.
Wow.
And so they did sell the salon to Mark. And so Kim was able to stay on then as an independent contractor, as then I did as well. I was able to help him with some business stuff and then grow my hairdressing business.
Right.
And I stayed then behind the chair truly the entire time, working Hello Gorgeous and working full-time as a full-time hairdresser up until last year when I was finally able to. I was just really had long conversations with God and just knew it was time. And so I was able to close my business being a 12-year hairdresser.
Oh my gosh, a lot of clients are crying today.
I know. I still get messages.
Really? Can you please come to me?
Yes. And I love them all. I'm like, I love you, but no, I do love my job. And so I'm able to work now full-time for the Hello Gorgeous corporate office.
Right.
Yeah.
So exciting.
Yeah.
So cool. So the turning point was when they were going to have to shut the salon down and try and sell it. That was kind of your turning point, or what was? Well, and what was the turning point that got you full-time at Hello Gorgeous?
Yeah, so it was pretty cool. I just knew when they came to us and said they were going to start this mission and they had this calling, my husband and I, Dan, looked at each other and we're like, we're in. Like, we're in. And I was pregnant with our daughter at the time.
Right.
And so I always knew that being behind this chair was just a mission and a vessel to get me where I needed to go next. Kim and I actually did all the makeovers ourselves initially.
Really?
So we had the privilege of pampering just many women with the Hello Gorgeous experience, and then being able to have the funding to be able to go on full time. But really, it was certainly a vessel. God needed to put me in the situation where I was able to take care of clients, where I was able to be wise about how to do someone's hair, that Kim was able to create the criteria of the salon system that we have these safe salon services.
Right.
And truly, I needed to go through every single step of that to be where I am today.
Right.
Which is to be able to offer to do these Hello Gorgeous makeover experiences because I'm licensed, but also teach.
Right.
I'm able to educate salons. We're able to really educate, just the public. And so every step of the way it truly is. It's all
And
for-
so now you guys go into other states and you get affiliate salons to do the Hello Gorgeous experience there. So having been in the salon probably helps. I know what I'm talking about because I was there.
Yes.
So how do you do that? How do you go into a new area and bring on an affiliate? What does that look like?
So the salons, it's an application process.
Okay.
And we find that the most successful salons, it does not matter the size, it's their heart and their passion.
Sure.
They could be a 26,000 square foot salon or a 500 square foot salon. As long as they have the heart and the passion and the love for our mission and our women, that's what counts.
That's cool.
And so it's been really helpful because I have been on both ends. And so the application process, we walk through it, and it's quite long, it's quite lengthy, and we make sure that we check everyone out, and then we really make sure that the salon owner goes back to their team and just verifies that the team is willing to work with them, that it's going to be a team effort, and then to get their community involved because they're asked to do 2 fundraisers, and we ask them to do those fundraisers so no monies ever come out of the salon's budget or the salon owner's pocket. It's the community and the salon community that they're in. Their guests can give a little bit of money to make it to where all of these makeovers can happen. So at the end of the day, the woman with cancer pays for absolutely nothing.
That's awesome.
And she goes home with the best of the best products, and she's had the best services and the safest services and a safe environment and a new outfit. And she just gets to have this lovely, just this glorious day.
Right, especially if she's had to do chemo, lost her hair, and she's just not feeling beautiful. That's the whole thing. Is
Right.
the woman, and if she's had a mastectomy or a double or whatever, and she just doesn't feel beautiful.
That's right.
And we women were designed to feel beautiful. That's kind of part of life for girls. We want to feel beautiful.
Absolutely. And a lot of it is just internal as well. We hear often, well, I didn't have to go through treatment. No, but you were diagnosed with cancer. You still had to go through that feeling of, oh my gosh, am I going to die?
Right.
Is my family going to be okay? And so we really try to make sure that we remind everyone, all women, all cancers. That's who we help.
Right.
And that's our mission, to be able to help.
Right.
And yeah, it's so cool to be able to have the Hello Gorgeous experience happen across the country. And it's the program that Kim and Michael created. And we don't have to physically lay hands on these ladies, but I love getting messages. Did you know that there was a red carpet rolled out for me the day I walked into the salon? And did you know that they had flowers waiting for me? And then I received a facial and a manicure. And did you know that they had an outfit from Maurice's waiting? And there were 3 choices, and they knew my sizes. It's so cool because it truly happens across the country. But every single woman is still, it's
Just
all
blown
about
away.
her that day.
Right.
And that day was made specifically for her, and these salons are able to give that gift.
That's so cool. So how do you get the girls? Do family members go onto the Hello Gorgeous website and apply for their loved one to get a makeover?
Yes, it is a nomination process, so anyone can nominate. It can be a family member, it can be a loved one. They go on hellogorgeous.org, they fill in the nomination. If they have a specific salon that they would like to go to, so for example, if they go to, they get their hair done at the Refinery Salon in Georgia, they can put in, there's a place that you can put in if you have a salon. If not, it stays open, and then it goes through a process to make sure that the woman does have cancer and the criteria is met, and then we send that off to via zip codes, and we send the nominations then to the salon. Once we verify that she is really a great candidate for this, for the program, and then the salon themselves, we encourage them to have a specific Hello Gorgeous day of the month, so that way it's the same time, same channel, same station, right? So it makes it easier on the team, it makes it easier on the clothier they're working with, on the flowers, and so they're able to call that loved one and say, congratulations, your loved one has been nominated and chosen. We do our Hello Gorgeous Day the second Tuesday of every month at 10 a.m. And so then either they get an, oh my gosh, thank you, yes, or an, oh my gosh, she has treatment that day, but because they book it on the same day, they can book out further when
next
possible.
month, sure, right.
And then they're able to take care of those ladies directly.
Very cool. All right, so I always ask my guests, how do you stay inspired?
Yes, so you gave us the challenge of the Mark
Draw the
Batterson
circle.
book. Yes. And did you know we met him?
No.
We totally
I
met
didn't.
him.
When did you meet Mark
Yes,
Batterson?
so my gosh, it was 2012, 2013, and we had the original bus, and it had some water damage, and they were just like, you're going to have to get a new vehicle. This isn't going to work. And so Kim, Mike, and Seth went out to my mom's house at the time with their Bible in hand and prayed circles around the bus.
No kidding.
Just saying, God, this is your vessel. This is your gig. You do what needs to be done. And it ended up that that following April, we had gotten a phone call from someone by the name of Matt, who we had worked with from Monaco Coach. They were getting ready to go out of business, and they wanted to do one last big hurrah for the community. And so they came and saw our bus, and we actually had it all staged as if we were going to do a makeover. Michael was in the hospital at the time, so he had a list of things that needed to be fixed on it. They took the bus that day. Unbeknownst to us, they, by 3 o'clock, had it down to the chassis, completely rebuilt our first bus. They took us to Monaco. Kim always said she wanted to go onto the line of a factory and kidnap a gorgeous woman and go and take her and do a makeover and do a reveal to her coworkers, right? And then have our bus revealed to us. And that is exactly what happened. We took her back. We said hello, gorgeous, to her in front of 500 employees. She then was like, you guys are in for a treat. So then they said for us to come on stage, and we all said hello, gorgeous, and pulled back the curtain. And that was our newly revamped mobile day spa named Hope.
Right.
And what Matt had said was, I don't believe that it was fate that brought you here, but it was faith. And then drives in this 36-foot RV, our diesel bus that unfortunately caught on fire. But it was
That's awesome.
amazing,
Right.
amazing. So Kim got a hold of him and said, we did this and this is amazing. So we actually went out to his church over my husband's birthday one year and actually met Mark Batterson and gave him his favorite Lou Malnati's pizzas, which was so fun.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But you gave us that challenge again. And
Right.
I did the book originally, and I did it this time. And with what Kim was going through, I needed that. I needed to really take a step back and take a breath and just really give it to him and just say, okay, I need your help. I'm doing everything I can. I'm doing what I feel like. I just need your help. And so out of all of us, I think I was the only one who actually did it consecutively 40 days, but it was truly, I sent you a message that challenge was totally meant for me. And now, even to this morning, I get up every morning and I read a chapter in the Bible.
That's
and
awesome.
I'm in Matthew right now, and I just do one chapter, and it doesn't need to be, but I'm like, okay, what do you want me to hear today?
Yeah.
And I've continued that. So I want to thank you for inspiring me to
so-
really get back into the
I'm so
Word
delighted.
and
That's
just
awesome.
a little chapter at a time. Kim, one of her big things she says is, how do you eat an elephant? And it's one bite at a time. It's for me, it's one chapter at a time. That's all I need.
Right. Just a little bit. Some people, it's just the verse of the day.
That's right.
If you only have time for the verse of the day, get on your little. I like the YouVersion Bible app.
Yes.
Great place to get the verse of the day. But there's lots of places you could go on Google the verse of the day, and something would pop up.
I get one in my email. I have a Catholic one that comes up, and I get the gospel every day. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
Very cool.
So thank you for inspiring me.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you would like to have coffee with Trisha, I know that she would meet with you and talk to you about opportunities. You could just message if you're looking at this from another state and you have a salon and you want to be, a partner. That would be great. So just message us. We'll hook you up with Trisha. Thanks for being here.
Thank
We so
you.
appreciate it. You guys have a great week. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.